Mary Brunson. Today I'm joined with Kurt Ritter of TIAA-Cref and John Foucault, CEO of Points North, and I'm really happy to have you both here today because we're talking a little bit about how Points North has developed an innovative solution to the problem of decentralized payroll. Their product, Who's Where, accomplishes the desired outcome of a centralized payroll solution by obtaining employee payroll data without the complications of going through a painful payroll conversion process. John, you were sharing with us a little bit in the first segment about how, while this program is new to the Catholic diocesan space, it's been very effective for the last decade at the YMCA and also the YWCA. And so, as we promised the viewers, we'd like to give a little bit of a deeper dive into what transpired at the YMCA, how this product came about, and the effective solutions that have arisen from it.
Sure, that's great. So back around 2003, we were actually approached by the YMCA Retirement Fund, along with a national payroll provider, to create a streamlined process to integrate the payroll data from all of the individualized YMCAs to the YMCA Retirement Fund.
How many individual YMCAs are there anyway?
Well, there's over 800 chartered YMCAs, and there's over 2,600 branches.
Wow.
So a YMCA like New York Metro will have 16 or 20 branches throughout the New York area.
And they all had different payrolls?
Well, that one YMCA, the New York one that has all of the branches underneath it, has one payroll system.
Okay.
So there's 800 plus payroll systems across the country. The challenge was obtaining the data from those payroll systems and bringing it in as a unified format to the YMCA Retirement Fund system. What we were asked to do was to develop a system that would allow connectivity to all the individual 800 payroll systems, and then bring that data in, massage it, if you will, do some eligibility determination. They have a very complex eligibility plan, and then consolidate it to push it into the retirement fund system itself. In doing so, we streamlined that entire process, became the exclusive provider with Who's Where throughout the country for the YMCAs, as well as the YWCAs. There's about 250 YWCAs across the nation as well. As we did that providership for many years, around 2009, 2010, the Duluth Diocese up in Duluth, Minnesota, asked us if we would be able to adapt our software to fit their needs as they rolled out a new 403B plan. So as the Duluth Diocese in Duluth, Minnesota froze their defined benefit plan and rolled into a defined contribution plan, they asked if we could adapt our software to help them with their eligibility, as well as moving the payroll data from every one of their parishes and schools into their new provider that they were utilizing.
And how many different payroll sites are in the Duluth?
86.
Okay, so
A lot
kind
less than 800.
Yeah, a lot less
piece
than
of
800.
cake compared to the YMCA.
Exactly. So we adapted it quite easily, and we rolled it out. And then we also worked with another diocese down in Jefferson City, Missouri, who has been on the product since 2010 as well, in the same type of situation. They have approximately 80 to 100 different entities, from parishes to schools, as well, with different payroll systems that are then fed into their benefit plan provider as well.
So the solution that you developed for the YMCA is really a perfect solution for the dioceses.
It's a perfect solution for any nonprofit organization such as the diocese that has multiple employers, that have internal operation platforms such as payroll providers that they utilize in a decentralized manner. Yes.
Terrific. Well, boy, that sounds like a wonderful alternative compared to what we've been talking about with centralizing payroll, which is, as we have often referred to as...
It's much less invasive, correct?
Yes, exactly.
And the much less invasive aspect allows for better continuity within the relationships of the parishes and the bishop throughout the entire diocese, as well as the schools and the principals, administrators, so that they're not required to make challenging changes for something they may not have chosen, yet they can take advantage of the new benefit plan provider that they're selecting.
So it essentially keeps everybody pretty happy because they don't have to undergo a major change to a payroll provider. And ultimately what's going to happen is this consolidation of the payroll data is going to enable a better defined contribution plan at a lower cost, which would be beautiful for participants, because the diocese can either save that money or they can put it back into the plan for the participants to enhance their savings and their ultimate retirement outcomes.
You're exactly correct.
And there's no political mess with any infighting, which is really antithetical to the Catholic faith anyway, which is, you know, kind of a really important point for the bishops and for the higher-ups in the Chancery office. So I want to talk a little bit more in the next segment about what this process looks like. We know that it's a less invasive process, as we've said now 3 times, than the centralized or the consolidation of the payroll. But in terms of what is exactly involved in the process, I'd love to kind of give our viewers a little bit of a look as to what they can expect if they choose to undergo this process.
Great.
So coming up in step 3, we'll look a little bit at the process for a diocese. Thanks, John. Thanks, Kurt.
You're welcome, Mary. Thank you.